programs presented are submitted by members of our community and are a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM. The views expressed do not necessarily reflect those of KNLY 91.1 FM, The Boss, and affiliates.
Good afternoon. Yes, it is. It's 12 o'clock on the hour, or actually 12:03. Good afternoon, everyone, and hope everyone's having a great afternoon. Before I introduce the guest for this afternoon to the show, I do want to take a moment and to kind of talk about a little bit about the unrest that is going on in our country, and obviously the tragic unjustified murder of George Floyd, and obviously so many others. Like everyone else, I have so many thoughts, so many opinions, and have had many conversations off air with loved ones, family and friends. And this morning, I had around 3 a.m. this morning, I had a conversation with God. And so my personal message is what I want to give after my conversation with God. Our country and the world is bleeding and hurting. Everyone is looking for answers. And to me, the answer has come clear. Repent, repent, repent. You're either with God or you're not. And God is here. He is walking this earth. He's watching and he's seeing everything. He is looking at the hate. He's looking at the evil, and he is looking at the destruction that has been going on and has continued to go on. And he is now saying, enough is enough. There is one king, there is one master, and that is God. There is one race, it's the human race, and it's the race that he created. So he has come to clean up the damage and to change everything once and for all. Each of us should surrender to him and to ask for forgiveness and make the necessary changes. You may not love or even like someone for whatever reason, but as long as you are living on the earth that we all share together, you must learn to respect one another. And that's it. That's my message. So, having said that, I want to welcome my guest this morning. Welcome this morning, Chef, make sure I say your name right, Laurent Vals. Is that correct? Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
That's perfect.
Would you say I'm sorry?
I said no.
Yes.
I said good afternoon, Kashay.
Yes,
No,
yes.
That's perfect. Laurent is fine.
You're fine. You're fine. Well, I want to welcome you on today. Yes, I want to welcome you because obviously I did. It's amazing. Your background is amazing. I want to first of all thank Elizabeth Stavinoff, my friend E, who actually told me about you. I had not heard about you, and did some looking on your website, and I'm looking forward to working with you. So welcome this morning. I did a little bit of digging, and so you're originally from obviously Paris or somewhere in France. Is that correct? And you started at the age. Is that correct? Okay. You started at the age of 16, and you kind of want to walk us through your background and how you came to be this amazing culinary chef, and now who's living in the Woodlands.
Yes, okay. I'll try to make it short because that's your life. Like you said,
sure.
I started when I was 16. 2 years, I graduated as a chef, and then I did 2 more years as a pastry chef and graduated as well. I just wanted to be as complete as I could be. Then I came in this country fairly young. By the time I was 25, I had work in New York and Paris in France. And I start to follow a path of leading from one opportunity to another. So I start traveling the country. In my 20s, I was a chef. In my 30s, I was a pastry chef. That led chocolate.
Yeah.
That led to own my own business, and then being a chef instructor and a consultant. And now I'm doing something that's really I took it at heart because I lost my grandparents in 2016, all of them in one summer, and I'm
all of them in one summer. I am so sorry.
I wanted to be a chef for people that really need to eat nutritious foods and helping the community as well. So, my story.
Wow. So I'm going to dig a little deeper than you went. So first of all, I'm so sorry to hear that. I understand what it feels like to have a loss. But obviously, I believe in heaven, and so they're with God. Let's walk through. So you started at 16, and how did you get to Charleston, South Carolina, at the age of 20? You want to talk to us a little bit about that?
Okay, I graduated and I was 20 out of school, and I'm not sure which direction I was going to take. Fine dining, or moving to Paris.
Okay.
And then my dad, through a connection, knew a chef, a French chef in Charleston, that he was going to open a restaurant. It was called Lafayette. And I got in touch with him. And like I said, I was 20, and it was like, you can come for 6 months to a year and then see what happened. And I was like, why not?
Right. And so what happened? So what happened when you got to America? You brought some of this amazing cuisine and people went crazy, I take it.
I helped the chef open his restaurant.
Wow.
I became the chef within 6 months. I perfected my English. My accent won't go away, but I did study 7 years of English in school. And I met my first girlfriend, and things went on, and you get used to living abroad, and the rest is history. It's almost 30 years now.
30 years. Okay. So, and people can find out more, obviously, in research on your background. So then you find your way to the Woodlands, to this amazing community, the Woodlands, Texas. And so tell us a little bit about where you're located in the Woodlands, and what makes you so fascinating is because not only are you doing this culinary chef, you're cooking, obviously for the restaurants and things of that nature, but you do private cooking for people, you do classes, and one of the latest things you've just implemented, which I think is with the COVID, you want to talk a little bit about that cooking, safety cooking for seniors during COVID-19.
Okay, so I spent at least 20 years on the East Coast. Going to Florida, to Boston, or close to Europe, I guess. And then I had my first teaching job actually in New Mexico. So now all of a sudden I'm going out west, which I never done, and I kind of fell in love with the West. I found the people very friendly.
Okay.
I El Paso in Texas, so I got to know Texas as well, and actually came to the Woodlands. I was an instructor for the Le Notre, one of the French pastry and cooking school in Houston. But I was already talking to the owner of the franchise of Chef for Seniors for quite a while, because I was interested. Like I said, I had my own chocolate shop for 7 years. I was self-employed for 7 years, and I love the independence and to really show your skill and do whatever you want and please your clients. So I decided to sign up and do something that, to me, I took at heart again, helping seniors, getting them French and good food and organic stuff, and I was living in the Woodlands. So
what brought you to the Woodlands?
What brought me to Houston? I've been in Houston for 2 years. Okay, so
Okay.
that's why you cannot find a lot of information on me compared where I spent like 14 years in Rhode Island. I built, my credentials. I came to teach to be an instructor the Le Notre Institute cooking school for a few months, and then I started Chef for Senior about a year and a half ago. So,
Okay. So yeah. So tell me right now. So if someone wanted to reach out to you, and what are some of those services that people? Is it coming to you to make a box of chocolate? Is it coming to you because I want to take a class? Because I'm having a dinner party at my house and I need you to be. What are some of those ways that people can reach out to you and take advantage of all of your amazing talents?
like you said, okay, the chocolate I put it aside. It was going to be a project for the next Christmas season.
Okay.
Now, as far as cooking, Chef for Senior is basically a personal chef, like for individuals. I mean, the concept is really different because we make it affordable and very practical for the seniors, and we do everything for them. I also take care, I do some catering for 2 senior daycare facilities. So I make them lunch from Monday to Friday.
How cute.
Same food.
So you're telling me that the children get your fine cuisine. These children, that's good. That's a good start. So what about somebody like a Kashay who has an event planning business who wants to have an amazing chef come along and do some amazing dinner parties and private events? Could we sign you up for something like that?
Yes, you can, and then all you have to tell me the number of guests, and we can work together on the menu that you want, all the things that you want, the timing and that, and then we cooking in people's home. That's what I do with Chef for Senior.
Then let's talk about that. So when you say cooking in someone's home, is it, hey, I'm a lady and I want help? You come out and you do a personal cooking classes with me? Is it, hey, I have a group of friends who want to have a cooking class? What is that like? What does it look like?
I used to do classes at a local bakery here, and we set up topics. Usually it was French macaroons or the chocolate truffles. But I also did cooking classes, crepes, I remember, and other things at people's home that they gather friends and they want to have fun and they want to learn something. So we cook together or bake together, and we eat at the end. So it's fun. So I can do that private and or public ones. Then Chef for Senior is really something very intimate. Or we do a service of 3 hours per week, and we make the clients for 1 or 2 person meals for the week. So they get to pick. I send them a menu. They have different items on the website. They pick and choose according to their allergy, if they likes, what I don't like, and I'm gonna go there in your kitchen. I'm gonna bring my equipment. I'm gonna do the shopping for you prior,
Wow.
and then I'm gonna store them like in individual containers. The meal are gonna be thoroughly cooked with the sauce and everything, and then you can freeze some of them and then refrigerate the rest of them, and then all you have to do is warm them up in the microwave for a couple of minutes, and then you have meals that are made with fresh ingredients, fresh protein, a sauce, a little soul, into eating well.
Sure.
Good.
Well, we're gonna real quick, give out your website before we go to commercial so people can start hunting you up. What's your website?
Okay, the website is chef4seniors/the Woodlands, Texas, and that's where you find all the information.
That's where we'll find the information. Okay, let's take a really quick commercial. And when we come back, I want to dig into something tells me you've got a plan that you're brewing. I see a restaurant in your future. We'll take a commercial. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Turn on your glam today. The Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein lip gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene, mangia italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Cupcakes and Bubbles,
91.1 FM.
located at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Turn on your glam
91.1
today.
FM.
The Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein lip gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Cupcakes and Bubbles,
91.1
located
FM.
at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
I'm excited because, obviously, if you haven't heard already, I started this event business. And so all things around cooking is exciting to me. And I have the amazing Chef Laurent Vals on. And we're talking about, first of all, you have a lot of accolades. I mean, as I was kind of looking through your website and, you have a lot of awards and accolades. So it tells me that you have really done a lot in the cooking arena. So it has to be, right? Like,
Yes.
you don't want to speak on it.
I don't know what to say. I mean,
Yes.
you never work towards really recognition from the media, but it was always pushing myself, challenging what can I do better tomorrow to please my client. I always have my.
So let me ask you this: as a chef, yeah.
No, go ahead.
I'm sorry. I know it's the signals. We're kind of going in and out. So as a chef, like anyone who has their own profession or something that they are passionate about, what is it that when, someone is eating your food, these are the kind of, there you go. Someone's eating your food and they are taking that first bite. What is it that you want a person to feel, a person to think? And what inspires you when you're making these dishes? And I'm speaking from a person who loves to cook, so I'm passionate about it. I'm obviously no culinary chef, but what is it that you want people to feel and to get when they taste your food?
I like to see a wow, like at the moment, a burst of flavor, this tastes really good. And when I was a pastry chef, I always said, I just want an empty plate. That's all. I mean, that's the best compliment that you can get from someone. Flavor, yeah. I mean, I want something that stays in the memories of the guest. If you make a dish that in 10 years from now you remember, even let's say a chicken with carrot and mashed potato. I mean, we ate that 10,000 times. But if there's one in particular that you remember 10 years from now, then the chef did a great job. And that's
Yeah.
what I'm looking
Yeah.
into, leaving some type of trace in the memory of the guest. That's the job of a chef. A good chef will can achieve that, and it's always bringing joy to people. You know, in France we say the table is the only place where nothing get boring. You
That is
socialize,
so true. That is so
good.
true.
I mean, it's great. That's it.
And you know, I have to say, I have to give credit to European cooking. I am a fan of the European quality of cooking. I'm sorry, hands down. And you know, you guys know what you're doing. And one of the things, the reason you know what you're doing is because there is no shortchanging, there's no preservatives, there's none of that. And I believe that a lot of that passion and what comes into it and the quality starts with the ingredients, starts with that, and not compromising that. And that's how you leave those impressions, correct?
There is no secret. Good cooking, good pastry, good chocolate. We start with good ingredient. I mean, you cannot.
Yeah.
You know, if you start with mediocre, you're gonna end up with decorated mediocrity. But if you start with good product and you know how to handle them correctly, that's all you need. And like you said, French ingredient. I mean, you're talking about France, but France is an old country. We've been cooking for a long time, and I think it's part of the culture. But that's a question that gets been asked to me often by the client. What is French cooking? What am I going to eat? I said, you know, there's nothing magical about it. We're just gonna use fresh ingredients, a little salt, a little pepper, and then we're gonna try to create an harmony in your dish that makes sure all the ingredients are dealt with correctly, and then the entire meals taste really great, and you want more. That's it. Simplicity. Simplicity.
What's your favorite what's your favorite? Oh, sorry. I know it's our connections are off. I think you're quiet and you're talking. But what is your go-to dish? What are some of the things that you would say are? First, I want to find out what your favorite dishes are, and then I want to pick your brain a little bit about some cooking tips.
Alors, my favorite dishes now are when the client challenge me. I would like something take me out of my comfort zone and make me do a dish that I maybe do it, because my comfort zone, you know, I can do a classic French dish 10,000 times that I've done already. But I like to really please the client. I mean, but the things with me that's a little different. Usually chefs are chefs and pastry chef are pastry chefs, and there's two different ways of seeing things. Cooking is about feel. The chef is a philosopher, while the pastry chef or the chocolatier is very mathematics. We have to respect the techniques and rely on formulas. Like chocolate, it's 110% discipline. I mean, either you do it well, because every other way are going to be wrong, and then you're not going to be happy with the result. Cooking has more like a certain poetry to it. Well, really,
from the hip, it's a dance. It's a dance. It's a dance from the hip. You just a little of this, a little of that.
Yeah, and then how do you feel? Because is it flavorful enough? Is it gonna create that wow sensation that you want on the very first bite? Because you know the very first bite is usually the bite that either you win or lose. You don't have a second chance, really.
Right.
So
if you were giving, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Go ahead. No.
I can't hear when you're stopping. I'm sorry. So what are some key, you would say, when cooking tips? You know, I always say, the saying is don't put the seasonings on till you taste it. But I'm more of cooking with herbs than I am with the salts and all that. But what are some, would you say, whether it be, you know, a nice entree or a nice appetizer, what are some key things that people need to keep in mind that are go-tos when they're cooking? Top three, maybe. I don't know. That's a wow. That's a kind of question for someone like you.
But I think that's like you're building a dish is like you're building a home, you're building a car. You need a solid foundation. And with
Okay.
cooking, it will be flavor.
Yes.
So always use, like you say, fresh herbs, garlic and shallots and onions and carrot, celery. All those bases are going to be important. And now you start your dish by concentrating the flavor. Find a way to like I always say, the water. The water is the enemy of a dish. So reduce everything, concentrate your flavor. It doesn't have to be complicated. It just have to be focus on concentrate as much flavor as you can stick into your and make them stick to your meals, and you'll be just fine. What I've learned when I was younger, the trends keep changing, and you want to try this and go crazy or make some magical powder or a dish that explodes in your face. But if you go back to simplicity and you know how to deal with the ingredients, you usually can never go wrong.
Yeah.
If you can make, when I was teaching, the student always challenged me, what makes a great chef a great dish? I always said, if I give you
Yeah.
chicken breast, a carrot, an onion, and a potato, and you make me a dish that's memorable, that in 10 years I will remember, just with salt and pepper, nothing fancy. If you can make a dish that you bring out all these flavors and the texture in a simple meal like that, you're gonna be great. You don't need to go. Sometimes you want to look.
Well, then I'm going to take your word. I'm going to take your word because I think I've done that with my vegetable lasagna dish. But real quick before we go to a commercial,
Okay.
what's one dish or what's one cuisine that you haven't mastered yet that you feel you still want to get better at?
I have something for Asian food, Japanese and Vietnamese.
Oh, I know. Those seasonings.
I found the similarities of fresh ingredients and how to the taste and the direction is completely different. Is very Asian. Like I'm very French, but there's true. It's the same concept of bringing the true nature of the flavor of what you're working with, and that's all. If you have a chicken, I want bring me that chicken flavor like I never had before, and then that chicken again will
make a dish memorable. Yeah.
Yes, but by respecting the true flavor of each ingredients without maybe sometimes trying to be over creative and mixing too many things, and then you're losing the idea of the original goal that you have to have the dish flavorful. Sometimes you don't need to add like 10 different things. 3 things is just enough. But if you deal with your ingredients correctly,
I used to say to myself that I used to say I'll know I've mastered cooking when I could master cooking Asian dishes. Because the seasonings, it was trying to understand the key to their dishes is how much are they using of what particular, and there's so many different ones. And I remember kind of once I started you have to just not be afraid to try different concoctions, right? And then eventually the taste comes. I don't know. I hear you now. Yeah.
That's something, you said it all. It's about finesse and balance. And you cannot be aggressive. The more aggressive you are toward a dish, the more aggressive the answer is going to be. And sometimes you're not going to be as pleased. Maybe it looks great on paper, but when you try the dish, it's like, where am I? I mean, it's so confusing that your dish that was supposed to be really complex now has lost any kind of memorability because you don't know where you are. And again, the Asian cooking, you said that it's about finesse and now balance. All those little things works well together that you're like, wow, I can taste everything. I can taste each ingredient, and I think that's what cooking be about, you know. And like
Well,
I
I
said,
can't wait to cook with you. Yeah.
finesse, balance, and simplicity. That's it. That's what I.
There we
That's
go.
what I believe.
We're going to take another, very nice. We'll take another quick commercial and we'll be right back. Thanks.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene, mangia
italiano.
italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Cupcakes and
91.1
Bubbles,
FM.
located at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes and Bubbles.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY
Turn on your glam
91.1
today.
FM.
The Jenna Klein collection is here, elaborated with natural products. Give yourself a compliment with our organic lip glosses in more than 15 shades. With the Jenna Klein lip gloss collection, you can hydrate your lips and keep that glamorous look that you need. Turn on your glam. Visit jennaklein.com. And don't forget our skincare collection with natural ingredients that will improve the skin's appearance and prevent visible signs of aging. We have everything you need to achieve smooth and vitalized skin. jennaklein.com. Turn on your glam today.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
It started as a dream. When I was a little kid, I always wanted to have my own restaurant. And it was a dream that finally we had the opportunity to build it here in the Woodlands. And I'm so happy with it.
It's a really authentic Italian food. I try to maintain the most original possible. It's very important. Every day I make my fresh pasta.
Chi mangia bene, mangia italiano. Please come and visit us.
This was a proud sponsor of KNLY 91.1 FM.
Welcome back to Today with Kashay. Real quick, I just want to make a quick announcement. Things are getting back going again. I'm all excited about that. So it's time to kind of ramp up. Summer's coming. So if you're ready to get out and start doing a little bit of traveling, don't forget amazing Jen Brown with Vega Blonde Travel. She's located in the Woodlands. Amazing different types of travel services that they offer. She's been on a few times, and she'll be making certain appearances to kind of talk about as things open up more and more with traveling, and to kind of keep everybody up to date. But give them a call, reach out. A great group of people, Vega Blonde Travel. So anyway, I want to welcome back the amazing, I feel like I'm just in class with you. I'm having fun, if you notice. The amazing chef. I'm already taking my classes. I love it. Amazing chef Laurent Vals is in the studio. We're talking, obviously he's a French background, but we're talking about all the amazing things that he does. And one of the amazing things he does is caring for seniors, the cooking for seniors. And I touched on that a little bit earlier. but I want to spend some time having you talk more about that and what that is that you're doing with that so people can learn more about it.
Okay, Kashay. So, yeah, I would like
Okay.
to talk more about it because it's a new concept, and the fact, like I told you earlier, I've been in the Woodlands for 2 years. There's a lot of great chefs that have been here longer than I have, but I have a concept that's fairly different, and it's for caring for seniors. So.
Okay.
Chef for Senior has different advantages, and the first one is trying to get rid of the expensive idea that having a personal chef that comes to your house that cook you fresh food is going to cost you an arm and a leg. So it's a system that we do, like I said, 3 hour service, 3 hours and a half service a week, once a week, or once every 2 weeks, depending on the needs. We're going to do the shopping for you. We're going to make you the meals that you want. We're going to come to your house. We're going to chat with you. We're going to cook you great, great food, and then we leave. So that reduces the margin of you don't have to pay a chef 20, 30, or 40 hours a week because it's just a 3 hour service that includes all that. And then for us, I'm happy to see that it's helping people. I mean, it's helping and especially with the COVID and what's been going on, you don't have to go out in a supermarket shopping because we'll do it for you. You only deal with one person also. The chef is going to be yours. So those meals, they're not prepared by 100 people. You're going to have one chef that's going to do the shopping for you. The driving, the cooking is going to be in your home. So, that limits, the fact that, again, you don't have to deal with 100 people that are going to be in touch with your groceries or your cooking and all that. So for safety reason, it's good. And then for nutrition wise, this is not a frozen meal. There's no nutrition in it. It's fresh ingredients, and then we're gonna make you. That's very important. The food that you enjoy eating, because as some of the senior, some of the clients I have are tired. They're depressed or they're stressed out, and they need to be happy when it comes dinner time. I want them to enjoy something that's going to be good for them, but also that tastes great and that you want to eat it again.
Well, I love that. Yeah.
The concept is very friendly and has its advantages. And now we're very concerned about the safety. So the chef cook with a mask on. We go grocery shopping, like I said, one at a time. And it just for me it's I went from the independent restaurant, like you saw my resume, to the 5-star hotel and you all that fancy stuff. But when this type of cooking has really more is meaningful, because you still cooking, but he has a goal that makes people even twice as happy than just going to a fancy restaurant blown away. So I think the heartfelt or the joy of caring more for a chef is very important. I was younger too, and I tried to do crazy things here and that, and then you develop it into a concept of cooking that's really has more heart than fanciness.
I love that. I love it. I love it because, yeah, I mean, the reality is, as we were talking about earlier, how important that nutrients and the quality of the food is for seniors. And, so the fact that you are taking both your skills as well as implementing the nutrients and the quality and giving them that personal care that they don't have to go. It was a brilliant idea, and it's a win for everyone, and I love that. So let's talk about. So if someone's listening and they want to, they're saying, "Hey, I want to get you to do some cooking for some." How do they go about doing that?
Well, like I said, go on my website. You can they can usually people call me, and or what happened also quite a few times is the caregiver, the children of their parents see malnutrition or problems. They call me, can you help? Because I'm working and my mother is single or she's a widow and she's not motivated. She can go out, she can drive, blah blah blah. So that happened quite a few times. I was contacted either by the future client himself or herself, or the children of the family. So it's mostly they call me. So what we do, I schedule what I call a free consultation, like a nurse or a doctor, by appointment. I'm gonna come to your house. That we can meet personally. We're gonna go over your needs. I can check your kitchen because we do cook in every domestic kitchen. I haven't met a kitchen a domestic kitchen that.
I love that. You're in the pots and the cabinets grabbing dishes. That's great. That's great.
Use some of their favorite ingredients if they want to, and
That's
then
great.
so that the spending on the shopping, and like the single. I had a couple of single ladies. They get to see their chef. They're interested in the cooking. They want to talk to you. They tell you the story of their lives, and that make them, some of them don't have a lot of visits because their children are living out of state or they left or whatever.
Yeah.
So they get to listen to me with my French accent and cracking a joke or something, and we go over the cooking and
a glass of wine. A glass of wine.
Not when I cook, but they are free to have one, of course, and that makes the experience very intimate and fairly unique, and I like that. That's and I know that
I think it's beautiful. I really, yeah.
That meal was so good. Thank you, and like I said, it's got a big art meaning to cooking. Something that it was for me in the fine dining, and the chocolate and this and that to reach a level that I didn't think that was making such a big difference in fancy cooking than cooking for people that really need it and then that really appreciate having a restaurant meal coming to their home or just in their refrigerator ready to go for them. So that's my story.
That's great.
Yeah.
No, that's great. That's amazing. So people can reach out to you directly through your website, kind of book an appointment. You'll do that initial consultation with them, and they kind of work out some type of a cooking plan going forward for either whether it be for them or their senior loved ones or something of that nature. So, and I'm definitely going to put your website and information up after the show as well, so people can get a hold of that.
Meet the parents
as well.
with the children with their parents, or just meet the client. We get to spend 30-45 minutes, an hour right there at that consultation. And I need to pinpoint the needs, especially we have doctor's order. You're dealing with a lot of cardiovascular disease or chronic disease that I need to know if I can use salt or sugar or if you have allergies to certain produce, and I can really just make a menu that's fit your needs to maximize your needs, your goals, and and we get to do a meet and greet, and like this they can put a face to the concept, and it's really cool. So you have the Chef for Senior / the Woodland, Texas. There's a Chef for Senior website. I'm on Facebook as well. So if you Google Chef for Senior in the Woodlands, you'll find me. You can send me an email. You can call me directly. Anytime. And then we'll set up a meeting between us, and I'll be happy to help if I can.
That's very nice. And so speaking back on just private dinner parties, events, or even classes, how does that work as well? If someone wanted to, maybe it's a dinner party at their house for 6-10 people. Again, they just kind of reach out to you. You'll meet with them and do a consultation. Kind of talk through. You go to the house and cook. How does that work?
Yep. Contact with me. Email also, and I like to meet people face to face. They get to meet me, then we can discuss their need, their parties, the class, whatever topic or concept. I don't know. I did donation for the Wounded Warrior in Cornwall last year, but again.
Very nice.
give me a call, and then anything that I can. And I did chocolate for them. That's the good things to be able to do a little bit of everything. You can please, you can try to please as many people as possible, and yeah. So just give me a call, send me an email, and we set up an appointment. We'll meet, we talk, and then let's get the show on the road.
I love it. I love it. We're going to get the show going. We've got 10 minutes and we're going to wrap it up so you can get back to taking so really quick, if someone wants to do a custom cake or custom pastries and for a birthday party or for a special occasion, what does that timeline look like? Do they need to, reach out to you probably 2 weeks before? And then the other thing I'm thinking about is the holidays coming up. If someone wants to have you do some things. Yeah.
Alors, the chef,
I'm going to keep you busy.
My answer as the chef, if you give me 72 hours notice for, unless it's something really fancy, I can do that. Now, if you want a special cake, when we switch, now the pastry chef is going to give you the answer. If you want a custom cake and all that, the more notice, at least a week or two, it's always better. Let's meet 2 weeks prior that I can, if there's a cake to be designed, if there's chocolate to be designed, or, I do showpieces too in chocolate or sugar. That takes some time. Chef, you can,
Sure.
we can always make something up quicker. Pastries and chocolate require more planning. So the longer the notice in the pastry department, the better it is.
I understand. And do you have, and I don't know if you have a place or location or not, but do you do any preset cooked meals? If someone wanted to, the holidays are coming up, and they want to have the turkey, and they want to have the sides made, or you are going to make so many pecan pies and people can buy them from you. How does that look coming up for you? Are you kind of projecting that, obviously, and how does that look?
I told you earlier, for next Christmas season, I want to launch my designer chocolate candy again. So that's in the works.
Right.
But
okay.
As far as party goes, I didn't do a lot of private parties, but most of them came from my actual client, like chef or senior. And like you said, that was a good point for the holidays. Like for New Year's Eve, I did a lobster chili for a client, family. They wanted a chili, and I'm like, that's weird because it's typical from Texas, and you ask your French chef to do that. But I'll take up the challenge. But they wanted something different and festive, so we did kind of.
You love challenges. You love challenges.
Yes, that keeps me on my toes, and I was like, why don't we do something really, really fancy, keeping the true, the natural, the organic chili thing, the Tex-Mex, and then we're gonna add the lobster, like a very fancy chili. They loved it. And I was like, well, that's the first for me.
Of course they loved it.
And so things like that.
It's time for you to mix. Yeah.
Occasionally for like you said, holidays, some of my clients would ask me to do something special, or like more party for 10, 15 people, 20 people. I don't do a lot of them, but again, I'm trying to and that's good to doing. And I thank you for that, to having me on the show, because I need a little bit more exposure.
Sure.
All the recipes and the good things, the good cooking that I can do for people that wants good food and the people that needs good food. So.
Well, what if we do a show where we are in the kitchen together, and we come up with, I pick a recipe that's different and difficult maybe for you. And we come up with a concept, and we cook it live on the show and let you show what this is all about. And that would be another opportunity. There's you speak on that. And I think one of the biggest things I love to do is to help people and promote people, especially when there's someone, you have such a talent. And it's not that everybody, we all have to share our talents. Mine is talking and marketing. yours is in there cooking. So together, being able to put you out there and to more and more, it's a great way for people to learn, because what you're doing with the seniors, that's just amazing. And I think that more and more people need to hear about that and learn more about you and what you have to offer. And I love it. I love it. So tell everybody again your website, how the best to get a hold of you, those kind of things.
But the website is Woodland, Texas. I can leave my phone number on the air. It's 832-415-7374. You have all those info on the website.
Yeah.
And I'm on Facebook, so you can easily find me. Give me a call, send me an email. I'll get in touch, and we meet, and then we can take it from there.
Perfect. And last but not least, so aside of cooking, what are your hobbies? You're in the Woodlands. I take it you're out hiking, biking, walking around, or tell everybody a little bit who wants to know about your personal. What do you like to do for fun?
Hobbies, I love to go to my gym in the Woodlands. I see if I can at least exercise 30 to an hour, at least 4 or 5 days a week. That keeps me creative. You helps vent the stress. So working out is one of the things. And then my second thing as a chef, or keep it artistic, I like to play guitar. So I've been playing guitar since I was a kid. So I love music. Nice. And again, I know chefs that like to paint, so it's always being artistic and creative. And so I enjoy going to a museum to check painting, anything artistic that has an artistic flair. I love. And but I tend to work a lot, so I don't have a lot of hobbies. I like to.
Well, obviously you have multiple talents. Yeah. You have multiple talents. Someone can have you do the cooking. They can have you do the music. It's a one-stop shop. Great events. But no, seriously, thank you so much. I'm so glad I got to hear about you. And thanks for having you on the show. We'll have to have you come back, as I said, and we'll do some type of cooking together and go from there. So have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you so much. And off to your cooking. I got to let you go. Have a great day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Cupcakes and Bubbles, located at 26400 Kirkendall Road in Tomball, Texas. Cupcakes and Bubbles has the sweetest and most delicious cupcakes for the entire family. From chocolate raspberry, strawberry rhubars, cookies and cream, and the most popular among kids, the s'mores cupcake. Come and enjoy our cupcakes with a glass of your favorite bubbles. Visit www.cupcakesandbubbles.com for the complete list of our delicious cupcakes. Order online through our webpage. DoorDash and Uber Eats is available too. Enjoy life's sweetest moments with Cupcakes